You're doing personal development wrong. We're obsessed with adding more habits, more routines, more goals. What if I told you that real growth isn't about addition, it's about subtraction? Some things in your life are slowly destroying you. They're draining your energy, rewiring your brain for chaos, and gradually becoming part of who you are. Now, we're removing 8 invisible barriers holding you back. Let's get started. 1. The need to be understood. Stop hoping for people to understand you. Psychologists call this social approval dependency, the exhausting need for others to validate your choices, your feelings, your existence. Here's the truth. Most people are so buried in dealing with their own chaos that they can't fully grasp your world, and that's okay. Your inner peace cannot depend on someone else's perception. The moment you stop performing for an audience that isn't watching, your mind becomes free. Let them misunderstand you. Your clarity doesn't require their comprehension. 2. The guilt of leaving people behind. You're not the same person you were a year ago, but some people in your life, they're still exactly where you left them. This creates what psychologists call identity dissonance, the uncomfortable tension between who you're becoming and who you used to be. Listen carefully. You're not responsible for outgrowing your environment. Growth is not betrayal. Evolution is not abandonment. Some relationships have expiration dates, and that's not cruelty, it's honesty. Stop apologizing for your progress. You don't need anyone's permission to become better. 3. The habit of explaining yourself. Let me explain. Stop. Just stop. Constantly justifying your decisions is a survival instinct gone wrong. It floods your brain with stress hormones and turns you into an emotional people pleaser. Here's what nobody tells you. Over-explaining makes you look uncertain. Silence commands respect. You don't need to defend your boundaries. You don't need to justify your choices. Sometimes the most powerful response is nothing at all. 4. Uncontrolled digital input. Your brain is being hijacked, and you're helping. Endless scrolling, constant notifications, the dopamine slot machine in your pocket. They're all rewiring your neural pathways. The result? Your dopamine sensitivity decreases. Real life starts feeling boring. Your attention span collapses. You can't focus on anything that doesn't flash or beep. This isn't a willpower issue. This is neuroscience. Treat your attention like the valuable resource it is. Turn off notifications. Delete apps that drain you. Digital detoxes aren't optional anymore. They're necessary. Your future self will be grateful. 5. Conversations that go nowhere. You know these conversations. Surface level, transactional, exhausting. Psychologists call it conversational narcissism. People who only listen so they can talk. They're not engaging with you, they're waiting for their turn to speak. These interactions don't fill you up, they empty you out. Here's your new rule. Choose silence over shallowness. Not every social opportunity deserves your energy. When you stop filling your time with meaningless talk, you create space to hear your own thoughts. And that's where real insights live. 6. The fear of appearing boring. You're exhausted from performing. Every conversation, every post, every interaction, calibrated to be interesting, impressive, likable. But here's the paradox. When you stop trying to be interesting, you become magnetic. Authenticity has a gravitational pull that performance can never possess. People connect with your humanity, not your highlights. Stop adjusting yourself to fit into rooms that weren't built for you. The right people will find your authenticity fascinating. The wrong people? Let them be bored. 7. The need for closure. Why did they do that? What did it mean? How did it end? Your brain craves answers. It wants neat endings, clear explanations, closure wrapped with a bow. But life doesn't work that way. The uncomfortable truth? Some questions have no answers. Some chapters end mid-sentence. Some people leave without explanation. Real power isn't in always knowing why. It's in being at peace with not knowing. You can move forward without closure. You can heal without understanding. You can grow through uncertainty. Stop begging for answers from a life that has no obligation to explain itself to you. 8. Self-criticism disguised as motivation. I'm so stupid. I'm not good enough. I'll never make it. You think you're being hard on yourself to improve, but neuroscience tells a different story. Harsh self-criticism floods your system with cortisol, the stress hormone that impairs your ability to learn and adapt. Here's the shift. Say I'm learning instead of I'm inadequate. Same situation, completely different neurological response. One triggers your brain's threat system. The other activates your reward pathways and opens up neuroplasticity. Be your own coach, not your own bully. Your brain works much more efficiently when encouraged rather than punished. There you have it. 8 things silently sabotaging your growth. Personal development isn't about adding more to your life. It's about clearing the noise. It's about removing what no longer serves you so clarity can finally emerge. Start with one. Just one. Remove it quietly, consistently, completely. Watch what happens when you stop feeding the chaos and start rewarding the calm. Your best self isn't buried under more. It's waiting beneath less. Now go. Subtract with purpose. See you in the next one.